Indeed, it was the most important bilateral meeting on the planet, given their status as the only two superpowers and the eroding trust and growing disenchantment between them over the last 4 years since the pandemic broke out in Wuhan, China. Truly, it was productive, as a deal was forged to crack down on the essential chemicals and precursors essential to manufacturing fentanyl entering the United States from China. Likewise, it was agreed to reinstate military-to-military communication between the two to avert any incidences with unintended results, plus a consensus to ramp up R&D on AI, renewable energy tie-ups, as well as address climate change, as our Rod Lagusad once more sums up in this story.
Various issues in the Asia-Pacific region were taken up by U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping in their meeting at the sidelines of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in America. According to U.S. National Security Council Senior Director for China and Taiwan Affairs Sara Beran, their bilateral meeting lasted 4 hours. Included in the talks were China's activities in the East China Sea and in South China Sea, which the U.S. considers dangerous and unlawful.
Obviously, there are many areas where we disagree. We find that direct leader-to-leader diplomacy is critical for maintaining channels of communication and responsibly managing competition. There are also areas where we have overlapping interests, and we worked hard for this summit to ensure that we had a few key deliverables to announce.
Biden also emphasized the preservation of peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and the continued support of the U.S. to its allies like the Philippines.
The President made clear that this focus on partners and allies in the region and globally has been absolutely critical to his foreign policy. Partners and allies often have concerns about China, and we do have close coordination and cooperation on those concerns.
The two countries have agreed to revive military-to-military communication, which seeks to reduce or completely eliminate military accidents or incidents with unintended consequences which could lead to even greater conflict or mutual regret.
We're going to remain focused on our commitment to this region. We think our future security and prosperity, and we'll continue to support work going forward. And of course, within that larger context, it's important that we also continue to manage our important relationship and competition with the People's Republic of China.
The issue of artificial intelligence was also on the table, and both agreed to hold more bilateral talks over safety and risk issues. Likewise, the promotion of people-to-people ties, which resulted in more direct flights to both countries, and transnational issues such as health, security, and climate change. The U.S. hopes the meeting will help improve its relationship with China. Rod Lagusad for The Nation.